Imagine a peaceful village tucked into a green valley by the sea. Now imagine that, in a single afternoon, the sky darkens, the rain explodes, and rivers break out of their banks, turning calm streets into deadly torrents. This is the true story of the 2004 Boscastle flood in Cornwall, England. It was August 16th, 2004. For weeks, the villagers had been enjoying a quiet tourist season. Shops sold postcards, everyone was getting along just fine, and everything seemed normal. But that Monday afternoon, black clouds gathered faster than anyone had ever seen. In just a few hours, more than 200 millimeters of rain fell. That's about 2 months' worth. Small streams turned into rivers that caught up with one another, joining into a single roaring flood. Cars were lifted like toys and smashed against stone walls. Residents climbed onto roofs to escape the rising water. At the museum, 2 workers worked up the courage to climb through an attic window, hoping to signal for help. Emergency phone lines went down. Operators tried to stay calm, but some nearly hung up in panic as calls poured in. The electricity failed, and many people thought it was the end. Then, the sound of rotor blades. 7 rescue helicopters hooked up with ground crews to lift people to safety. Pilots hovered dangerously close to rooftops, battling winds that threatened to throw them off balance. One rescuer later admitted he almost chickened out during the mission, but when he saw children trapped on a car roof, he knew he had to push through. By midnight, more than 150 people had been rescued, and miraculously, no one lost their life. The next morning, Boscastle was unrecognizable. Homes destroyed, cars piled up in the harbour, bridges gone. Many villagers wanted to give up and move away. But they didn't. They worked up a plan to rebuild, brick by brick, together. Today, Boscastle stands again, stronger, safer, and proud of the courage that rose when disaster broke out. This story reminds us that communities aren't defined by what knocks them down, but by how they fight back. If you found this story inspiring, give it a like, and subscribe for more real-life stories by CK English. There is a phrasal verbs exercise in the video description. Thanks for watching.